Hello and welcome. My name is Erleen Tilton. I'm so happy to have you here to join me on this group coaching call. And today, the topic is beauty is more than skin deep. So, again, I'm Erleen Tilton, and I love sharing this type of information because I feel like we all value our skin and we want to have that fountain of youth. And as I look at this picture, I think that sometimes it's a little bit deceptive. It may be photoshopped. It may not be that real person. There may be so much makeup that's really covering that girl up. But the fact is, we all do want beautiful skin. And I think it's great to be able to at least understand what creates a healthy skin that we can be happy with and proud of for many years to come. So, when we understand that beautiful skin starts from within, and we look around and sometimes we see skin that's just not so beautiful. And then we see others that have really, really beautiful skin naturally. And we wonder really what the secrets are. So, we're going to talk about some of the things that really do make a difference when it comes to having beautiful skin. So, first of all, what contributes to unhealthy skin? Let's look at some of these things. And I go back to it's all the chemicals that we are bombarded in our world today. As we apply all these topically, these are what really create unhealthy skin because chemicals are foreign to the body. Just let's be real. And so when we apply all of these types of chemicals day in and day out, they can be really harsh on our skin and can create a lot of adverse effects topically. I've learned that over the years, and I went into all about the sun and sunscreens on our last one, that most of the sunscreens today have so many chemicals, they create more free radicals than they prevent. And to me, that's a really, that's a crying shame because we're trying to have more beautiful skin. And if everything that we put on our skin is so full of chemicals, we are not getting very, very far when it comes to healthy skin. So, also, chemicals internally are a real problem. And if you look at the amount of fast food that is available, all the sport drinks, soft drinks, the even coffee, because it's so high in caffeine and it's very acidic, can be damaging to your skin. And the fried foods, the packaged foods, all of the prepared foods, smoking, alcohol, all of these contribute to unhealthy skin. And we're taking all of this internally. So let's specifically talk about what can cause skin blemishes. And we look at the teens because these are where we first notice most of the time a lot of skin blemishes. Well, what are they eating and drinking? It seems like when they get to their teenage years, they're going off and eating a lot of junk food and they're starting in on lots of sodas and a lot of processed foods. And sometimes they start smoking. They forget to drink good cleansing water. They're drinking all these other drinks. They are stressed out because they are up late at night doing homework. They have lack of sleep and their hormones are changing in this time of their lives as well. And those hormonal imbalances contribute to all of these skin blemishes. It starts with a toxic liver, and this is the result. Well, unfortunately, when we look at other rashes and other skin disorders, it's the same. It's the poor diet and the lack of water cleansing, the stress, the lack of sleep, hormonal imbalances that also contribute to other types of skin disorders. that people face on a daily basis. And we need to really think about what's causing this. Now, let's also talk about what can cause your skin to age faster. First of all of those that the last two slides had, poor diet, lack of water, stress, lack of sleep, hormonal imbalances. Additionally, what causes your skin to age faster is our blood glucose spikes. The more carbs we eat, the more spikes that your blood sugar has. And I always say we're on this roller coaster ride throughout the day where our blood glucose is spiking and then it is dropping, and it leaves us craving for more food. So we eat more carbs, and then we have the spikes and the craves and the spikes and the craves. It is a roller coaster ride. But every time your blood sugar spikes and you're eating all those carbs, you're actually aging. Secondly, inflammation in your body causes you to age faster, and that will show up on your skin. Additionally, sitting too much, and people are sitting more than they used to, and that is not good. That also causes more aging in your skin. Now, the next area is having a highly acidic diet. And I love this chart. I would like you to look at this and see what this chart can tell you, because we've learned about an acid diet and an alkaline diet and getting more on the alkaline side. When we look at, for instance, the sweeteners, let's just kind of take a look at that. I think that this sweeteners area is really interesting to me, because as I even talked to somebody yesterday, they were telling me all of those artificial sweeteners like Nutricy equal aspartame sweet and low. But guess what? Stevia is not one of those artificial sweeteners. It's actually completely opposite, because it's an herb that comes from the garden and it is very, very sweet. So you can see all of the things in between and where they are on the scale. If you want to take a screenshot of this, do so, because this is a chart actually that comes from my book, The 7 Secrets of Healthy, Happy People. And it really helps us understand how the most acidic foods that people are eating are the standard American diet. So they're eating those artificial sweeteners. And yes, there are some fruits that are very acidic. Most of our vegetables are more on the alkaline side, but the chocolate, the peanuts, the wheat, flour, the beef, pork, shellfish, cheese and milk, and beer and soft drinks, yes, all of those things create acidity in our body, and it causes us to age faster, and it actually causes more diseases and dysfunctions in our body. What we really want to do is look more to the alkaline foods and try to include more of these alkaline foods in our diets, because this is where we're going to have a healthier body. And it takes being proactive to get more vegetables. You can see the vegetables are what are the more alkaline foods. And that's why we need more vegetables and more low sugar fruits to be able to give us that more pH balance, not too alkaline, not too acidic, but more right in the middle. So let's talk about what contributes to healthy skin. First is managing stress. We all experience stress at different times in our lives. It is just part of life, but we need to learn to manage stress. And I can help with that in a lot of different ways. We need to exercise regularly. So important. And we need to get adequate sleep. Now, I realize sometimes we don't, and there's different factors, but many times it's the stress and maybe lack of exercise that is, and, poor diet that is contributing to getting inadequate amount of sleep. So we need to make sure that these are really, really important, because they all affect our skin. Now, also, we need to make sure that we are nourishing our skin. Again, what is out there and available to us, most of the products there have a lot of chemicals. And when you are slathering on chemicals and petroleum oil and all of these negative components that are in these skin products, then guess what? It's creating more toxicity in your skin. So you need to find items that really, really nourish your skin, not plain coconut oil. Even that isn't very good. You need to make sure you're finding the fractionated coconut oil where the solid parts are removed so it doesn't fill up the pores of your skin. But I love this body butter. Excellent, excellent for nourishing your skin. I've shared this with a number of people and they are just absolutely in love with it. Now, also protecting your skin. We need the sun. I just did a post on the importance of needing the sun. 15 to 20 minutes a day out in full sun would help us get the vitamin D that we need. Because most people, in fact, 95% of the people here in America are vitamin D deficient. And we need the vitamin D in order to absorb our calcium, to be able to perform other necessary functions in our body. But if we're going to be out in the sun for extended periods of amount of time, that's when we need to protect our skin with a good sunscreen. And I'm going to share a little bit of what I use in just a few minutes, but I love this sun skin protection oil. This is something that I've used for years. It is great to put on before you go out in the sun. It does not block the sun, but it protects your sun and it nourishes at the same time. So you can protect and nourish your skin at the same time with this recipe. Of course, it has essential oils and you do it with the fractionated coconut oil. And actually, the first two oils, the lavender and the helichrysum, are the most important. If you don't have all of the others, at least start there because super, super important. These are really good for protecting and nourishing your skin. So here is doTERRA's line of sun products. And I love the fact that they are very, very clean, free from any of those harmful chemicals. They're mineral based. And so they can actually nourish and protect your skin without the damaging chemicals that are found in most sunscreens and sunblocks. So we have not only those for face and body, but we also have an after sun spray that is phenomenal. And also the sun skin protection oil is also a really good choice. So let's talk about what contributes to healthy skin internally. We know that our leafy greens, our fresh produce, our quality fats, and our quality proteins are very, very important to having a healthy skin. Again, what goes on the inside is what's going to show up on the outside. So if we are eating good and we have a healthy gut and metabolism, then it is going to contribute to having a healthier skin. So all of these also can help as added support. Most people don't get good foundational nutrients every day. And I love this Lifelong Vitality 3-pack because you have your omega-3 oils. The Alpha CRS is your antioxidants, and then your Microplex VMZ is your vitamins and minerals. Plus, they all have tummy tamers that help take them to the cellular level. And this is so, so important. This has been clinically studied and proven to have a really, really good balance and to be 10 times more absorbable or bioavailable in comparison to almost any other vitamin set on the market, simply because they are whole foods and in whole food forms, and they have those tummy tamers so that they are bioavailability and can get to the cellular level. Super, super important. Also, to support healthy skin, we need to be cleansing on a daily basis. We need to make sure that we're drinking enough water to flush out the toxins and also hydrate our cells, not just, get water because we're thirsty. We need to hydrate and cleanse. Adding a little bit of lemon essential oil is also really good to accelerate the cleansing process And again, that supports healthy skin. In addition, I always recommend this 30-day cleanse. It seems like I talk about this on almost every one of these group coaching calls because I feel it's important to make sure that we have a clean gut. If you can do this for 30 days and repeat it twice more for a 90-day program, it creates a thorough gut reset. And most people never get to that. They don't do it long enough to be able to really reset their gut on anything that they do. So, if you really want to reset your gut, this can be a super, super effective way to also have healthy skin. Additionally, doTERRA has a product called MetaPower, which has some really good sources of pure collagen. And it's called MetaPower Advantage. Now, most of you have heard about collagen, and there's a lot out there on the market, but actually, it's just fancy sales pitches. Most of them are only for skin health, and that is so important because as we age, we lose a lot of collagen, right? And so we know we need to replace that collagen, but most of what you find out there are two, maybe three different types of collagen, where this has 9 different types of collagen. And not only is it good for your skin health, but it's also to support your cells and your organs with these 9 different types. So we don't want to just look at skin, even though this is important. We also want to look at the overall picture of our body, and it starts with our cells. And we need to make sure that we are supporting our cellular structure. We also have the Yarrow Palm collection, which is, we have the soft gels you can see at the bottom right that you can take internally. And it is yarrow as well as pomegranate together. And they're very, very good for supporting really good skin health. Now, the yarrow palm, the one at the right, is also good to apply on your face. And the other yarrow palm body renewal serum is good for applying on your body. So these are great for supporting healthy skin internally as well as externally. Now let's talk about topical solutions for skin blemishes. I talked to a lady just this morning who was asking about what to do for skin blemishes because there's a lot of types of skin blemishes out there, and whatever medical terms they are, here are several solutions that can really help. And first of all is the lavender and the tea tree essential oils. Together, topically, those really work well. You can actually take both of these internally as well, but those are really good for those different skin blemishes, and they work really well. Correct X is actually your kind of like an antibiotic ointment, but it's all with really good essential oils, very clean, no petroleum. I love this little Correct X tube. And even though it's for those sores and cuts and skin blemishes, we have found teens like to steal this from their moms because it works so well on facial blemishes. So that is really a good thing to have on hand and keep in mind. It's just a small tube. HD Clear is a collection specific for uh, teenage skin blemishes or any type of skin blemishes. It's got the essential oil right in the middle. It has the foaming soap on the right and the lotion on the left. So it's a really great collection that's very, very helpful, way cheaper than much of those skin blemish products that are out there. And then Rose Touch. Now, this is a little bit of a pricey oil, but I'm telling you, I encourage everybody to have that on hand because this has been amazing. In fact, my granddaughter, well, I'll start with my daughter, her first child. When she started nursing her, she started breaking out. And my daughter didn't realize that she was actually sensitive to dairy products. And she was trying to figure out what was going on. And so, meanwhile, my little grandbaby, new grandbaby, within, a week or two old, broke out all over her body with a rash. And so my daughter had heard about the rose and she tried it. She applied it all over my little grandbaby's back. And sure enough, the next morning it was all gone on the back, but it was still on the front and the rest of her body. So she knew it worked. She kept applying it and it was really able to help. But then she also gave up the dairy and she was able to get that taken care of. But anyway, rose, such a good oil for any type of skin dysfunctions. Just a note, for sensitive skin, you can have the touch line. These are all great for the elderly and for children in sensitive areas of your bodies, so that you can actually roll them on and it's diluted with that fractionated coconut oil. So keep that in mind. I really like having these on occasion so that I can apply them when I need to and just roll it on. So keep that in mind. Also, doTERRA has excellent, excellent body care. We talked about the Yarrow Palm and the body scrub and the body butter. The body scrub is so good. I love that scrub. It's a sugar scrub. It's so good for, rubbing on your feet and your elbows and your hands, as well as replenishing with that body butter. And then several lotions. This is my favorite, actually. The Abode hand lotion. It comes in a pouch, and the right is the refill jar. So you can just refill it. You can order the pouches and not have to keep ordering the jar. Kind of a nice dispenser there. So we have really great body care products. Again, these are free of any type of harmful chemicals, very, very clean ingredients with the essential oils that actually can nourish and protect your skin. Additionally, I love the Essential Skincare line and the Barrage skincare line. These are specific to our facial skincare. And the fact that, again, doTERRA has really gone out of their way to make sure that we have the cleanest of ingredients, especially the Barrage on the right has really, really clean ingredients. And you feel like you're in good hands when you have some really good, clean products that you can trust. So additionally, how we say the DDD, the daily deep breathing detox is super, super important for your skin. And sometimes we don't realize that we need to just do some deep breathing, because that's a way to detox. And deep breathing has been known to actually help you have healthier skin. So if you can find the time and remember, do that daily deep breathing detox. Just just breathe as deeply as you can, and then exhale as far as you can. And do that at least a dozen times, morning and night. And I'm telling you, it will make a difference for you. So I know we've gone over a lot of information. If you have any questions, I really like to open it up to you and find out what questions you have. And then also make sure that you take down my email. And if you have any questions, make sure that you include your full name and cell number and send me an email. And I will be able to respond and help you specifically. But also, if you haven't taken that wellness assessment yet, there's the link to do that. If you want to take a screenshot, do that so that you have these links and can contact me for further questions.